Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to Tribe Show. Like I said yesterday, I announced yesterday, the name of the show have changed from Let's Grow Show to Tribe Show for us to, give us a better service. So, welcome to Tribe Show. This is Ugo Umeboro, your host. So, tonight promises to be an explosive one because we have a wonderful guest that will be telling us how to make money with our smartphones. So you don't want to miss that. So call all your friends. Anyone that needs to be on this call, please let them know. Share the link and bring them to this call because we are going to be learning how to make money with our smartphones. So if you join me, let me know in the comment section. Say hi or hello in the comment section so that I can acknowledge you and appreciate you for joining this broadcast. Thank you. If you join me, tell me where you're joining me from and say hi or hello in the comment section so I can appreciate you and acknowledge you. So tonight, we'll be talking about how to make money with our smartphones. The topic tonight is $10 daily income hack. How to make at least 100, do I say $100? Okay, $10 daily with your smartphone. And the guest we have today is Fredrick Nnamdi Ibemgbo. We are going to be bringing him up in a few minutes. But before I do that, I would like to make some announcements. So what I'm going to be saying tonight is that from tomorrow, we'll be doing this show on Tribe Community. We created a community so that we can be able to reach more targeted people. So that community is Thrive Africa Community. So tomorrow we'll be doing this show on the community, on the community group. So please make sure you join the community. Make sure you join the community with this link. You can use this link to join the community, www.facebook.com/groups/tribe. So use it to join the community so that you can be able to be a part of what is happening. Because on Thursday, we are bringing in, if you know Kelvin Jerome Brown from United States, is going to be coming here to talk about how we can, manage, align our purpose and our identity. So you don't want to miss that. So please join the community so you can be able to be part of what is going on because we'll have amazing guests that will be gracing this show. So join this community, Thrive Community. That's the link to use to join. So before we bring on the guests, let me see those that are joining in. If you join in, please let me know in the comment section so that I can acknowledge you and appreciate you. Okay, without further ado, let me bring on my guests. Whoa! Yay! Okay, he's getting ready. So he's getting ready. Before that, let me know those that are joining in. If you join in, please let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. This is Stripe Show. This is a show where we'll learn digital tools and get knowledge useful for our business and personal growth. We are very, very particular about growing our businesses and growing our personal life because it's when you grow your personal life, it's when you have the right mindset and the right, frame of mind that you can be able to grow your business. So we are here to grow you personally through personal development and self-improvement, and also help you grow your business using online marketing strategies and digital tools. So this is what we do on this show, and we do this every weekday at 9 p.m. Sorry for coming in a little bit earlier today. We have to do that for some reasons. So the time is 9 p.m. and we are having a wonderful guest tonight. Go and call every of your neighbor. Go and bring them to the show. Go and bring them to the show. Everyone that needs to be on this call tonight, bring them on. Bring them on. Share the link. Let me also put this link in my other channels to bring people. So, okay, let me go to my channel and bring some people to this show. Tell them that we are live. We are live. We are live. Okay, we are live. Go and bring everyone that needs to be on this call tonight. Go and bring everyone that's going to. We have an amazing guest. He is the guru when it comes to smartphone business. When it comes to making money with your smartphone, he is the guru. So let's bring him on. Let's bring him on. Let's bring him on right away. Okay, let's bring him on. Whoa, welcome to the show.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Thank you for having me. It's quite an honor. Thank you so much.
All right, before you go ahead, let me introduce you to our guest. Okay, today I said we are talking about 100 $10 income hack, how to make at least $10 daily with your smartphone. So we're having an amazing guest tonight. His name is Fredrick Nnamdi Ibemgbo. So we want to, introduce him properly. He's a smartphone business consultant, a techpreneur, and an author. He has so many books on smartphone productivity and portability. He's the CEO of Moving Digital Services and also a co-founder of Smartphone Productivity Club. He teaches phone users how to turn their phone addiction to six-figure business. Wow, that's what it does. So if you want to turn your addiction to business, he is the plug because he has done that. He has done that. Tonight he'll be telling us more about how he turned his addiction to six-figure business. So welcome to the show, sir. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Ogo. It's quite an honor to be here once again.
All right.
Is that my cue? Can I get started or we are still in
Oh,
introduction?
yes, I'm done with the introduction. Then going forward, I would love to ask one question. I've read some of your stories online, but I would love to know how you turn your phone addiction to six-figure business. How did you
Okay.
do that?
All right. It began how many years ago? 15 years ago.
Wow.
Right. I got my first mobile phone when I was 12 years old. And since then, I have not been without a mobile phone until it got smart. So my dad was quite good with exposing me to tech, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Favor. My dad was quite good in exposing me to tech quite young, at a very young age. Plus, the inclination I had to being able to figure tech out. So even after my dad got a mobile phone, he was always calling me as if I've been using a mobile phone before I was given birth to. So he would always call me to check out. When mobile phones were quite still very expensive,
Yeah.
when SIM cards were 25,000, 30,000
Yes.
and thereabout.
Yes.
Yeah, so from there I started, pressing the mobile phone, and I got quite addicted to it, right? Because I was naturally an introvert. And introverts always resort to their mobile phones or laptops
Yeah.
as a way of
Yeah.
trying to separate from people.
Anything that
Okay.
keeps them busy.
So, yes, they are always the keypad warriors, introverts. So, I was one of such kind of a person. All right. So, from there till when mobile phones started, became smart, I still got one back then, from that first no, I didn't use a Samsung. It was pretty too expensive for me to be given one. So but I used that Techno what F, that F series Techno. That was the first smartphone I used. No, I used a BlackBerry. Sorry, I used
Okay,
BlackBerry
Blackberry.
Curve what? Curve 7. I used BlackBerry Bold 5. Okay, I used Symbian phones. I used Java phones. Until smartphones. So it was quite easy for me to started exploring a lot of things, the smartphone had to offer. Like I said, I had that natural inclination to figuring tech out. All right.
Yeah.
So from there, getting into higher institution, that was actually when smartphones came in. All right. I was still into the social media world from when Facebook started. I can still
Yeah.
remember the first Facebook account I used. All right. So how did the whole smartphone thing start? In 2016, when I graduated from school, um, I did medical lab science. You should have seen it in my
Yeah.
profile. So
Yeah.
I learned about AliExpress from a friend, you know. So the friend, all he does was to use AliExpress to order stuff. So I saw him in the post office one day. So I called on him and he told me, I used this app and ordered something from the abroad. I said, wow, that's amazing. Which app was that? He told me AliExpress. That was it. One thing about me, I always know how to do anything just by giving me just one information. So I went
Yeah.
home and started checking out AliExpress, and I was like, wow, these things are quite cheap. The first set of items I ordered um were all from a scam store, all right, because it was pretty cheap, all right. But AliExpress buyers protection, the
Yeah.
money got refunded, all right. Then after that,
Yeah.
I still went again, and this time it came in. When I saw the item, like, this is quite good, and that was how the entrepreneur me started coming out. I was like, wait, I can actually start selling this stuff. Nobody gave me that idea. I can actually
Yeah.
start selling this stuff. How, one thing leading to another. I started importing this stuff and selling, back then in the university, in my final year in med school. Okay. And my
Yeah.
colleagues, were really buying. That was also when we started Facebook marketing, 2016. And back then, Facebook marketing was as easy as just click that boost icon button.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
Facebook will promote your this, so you
Yeah.
blow.
Yeah.
All right. So there was no school of learning how to run this. No, no, no. Just click boost. If you post it,
Boost.
and
Yeah.
that was how we started making sales. From 2016, I left school. So 2017, I went more into digital space, still in e-commerce. So I started the major 1688 kind of e-commerce and stuff. So from there was this one post that blew me up. The former account I was using, that I said, this country, you will study medical lab science and then come and start selling earphones. A lot of people responded to that post and it got shared, and I made a lot of sales. All right. I had a lot of connections from that period. One of the people that connected with me is currently the company's CTO. All right. He's been there with me since 2016, 2017 till today. He has still
Wow.
been a very good friend and a brother, right?
Yeah.
So from there, going from 2017, I was still in the e-commerce business. Then in 2018, I started learning more about it. That was when I joined Head Start, that is Smart Camp, met John
Mm.
Obidi, and started seeing this set of people that are making money online. I never really got to know what I was even doing. It's called e-commerce. I was just importing stuff and selling. So more broadening of my knowledge and a whole lot of things happening. So I started from 2018. I did freelance writing. I'm quite good with writing as well. I did freelance writing on freelancer.com. I
Mm.
started information marketing. I was selling books on how I was selling books on relationship. That was when I started writing ebooks. All
Mm.
right.
Yeah.
So 2019, okay, 2018 into 2019. Let me just cut the long story short. I thought of something. The idea actually came in my bathroom, under the shower. Something to wait. Check out everything that you've been doing all this while. It's been with the smartphone. I check out the number
Smartphone.
of persons that own a smartphone. They don't know what to do with the smartphone and stuff. Why not think about hosting something? I was always wanting to host things, from a very young age that never worked. None of them worked. Okay. So I then called friends together and told them about smartphone business, smartphone productivity, smartphone. I was the first person that started talking about that.
That's smart. Yeah.
So, and they came together. We tried to host this event that was going to run for 2 days. All right. And we called in some persons, some influencers, the likes of, which of them would you know? The likes of Serena Francis. Do you know Serena?
Yeah. Yeah.
The likes of Silas Zoya, the late Promise Excel, and a whole lot of
Yeah.
them. All right, we've tried to bring them in together to come and teach people how to, skills that can leverage their smartphone to make money. All right. So after everything, that event did not hold. All right, it didn't work because nobody knew me. So it didn't work. Not even one registration for the event and stuff. So I just remember the question that one of my volunteers asked me. He said, "So Fredrick, what's going to become of Movio Concert?" That was when we were called Movio Concert because of the event, we started creating things. A whole lot. I'm just trying to cut the long story short. All right. We also created Movio Consult. All right. That is now Movio Digital Services, MoDigi. What's going to become of it? I said, man, I don't know. One thing about me is I always know how to bounce back after failing. I've failed a lot. I've done things, okay, but since I was young, I failed. All right. So I said, I don't know. So I just said, let me even be talking about this smartphone productivity. Maybe somehow, I started writing about things that, like I told you, I've been using mobile phones for a very long time, from the first smartphones, So things I saw, this is normal. So I started creating content on Head Start, that's Smart Beacon. And the first content I created got over 400 likes and over 200 and something comments. So wow, really? This is normal. Like, I couldn't believe it that little knowledge that people don't know it. So I started creating more and it was blowing people's mind. So from there, that was when John Obidi used to do Smart Spotlight every Saturday. So on I don't forget that day because that was actually the explosion of my business. 30th of August 2019, John Obidi made me Smart Spotlight on Smart Beacon, and it blew my network. It blew my business. All right, I got thousands of friend requests back then. Like on that very day, if I accepted everything, I should have done 5,000 and 5,005. So that was it. So I had to leverage. One thing I also developed, this is not my personality, but I developed that fast thinking and fast action taking. All right. So immediately I saw that audience bumping me. I said, wait a minute, let me do something. You guys, what if I teach you how to do graphics design with your phone? I posted a lot of designs I've done with my phone. I didn't know that people didn't know how to do it. I saw it as this is just normal. All these apps, they are just there. It's normal. My phone, it's not always filled with common applications. All right. So the next thing I saw, interested. Wow. Before I knew it, I filled up a WhatsApp group and hosted the first smartphone graphic design in the history of the internet. Okay. So, and from there, that was actually when I made in flip second. I made my first 100,000 naira more than 100,000 naira on the internet. I was with my phone. Alerts were just coming in. I was like, wow, this thing really
is it possible?
All right. So that was the first class. That from there, a lot of things started happening, and the company now grew to Movio Digital Services. We have about 11 persons currently employed in the company. We have Movio Store because I had to bring back that e-commerce thing I was doing. I brought it back and introduced Movio Store. I co-founded Smartphone Productivity Club. We have Smartphone Business Academy. Man, I'm living in a house of my own. No, not a house, apartment of my own. Okay. And a whole lot of things have happened. I've written books that have sold in 400, like the first book I wrote, App Library, I've sold over 400 copies. I've written $10 daily income, this book. I've written a whole lot of others So that was how we actually got started, because when we saw the need for people to really leverage a smartphone, over 5 billion persons in the world owns a smartphone. Guess what? 87.8% have admitted to always being on their smartphones. And we just saw the need to fill up that gap and show people that the smartphone device that you're having is capable of so much more. Even though that when we talk about smartphone productivity, People always think that we are talking about graphic design. It's just part of it, all right? At least over time, I've done designing websites with your smartphone. My YouTube channel, 100 plus videos. I've just been on several ways that you can maximize your smartphone. So that is basically what I do, what the company Mortgage is about, and also that is what I'm about to talk about. Yeah.
Awesome. I've learned a lot in what you said, but I want you in 1 minute, just tell us maybe 3 things that really helped you in your journey, in the journey
Okay.
of becoming.
3 things that helped me in my journey. Okay, now there are some things that I'm about to say that is not conventional. All right. Number one is I bumped into my purpose, like what I'm doing currently. I never knew that's what I'm going to do. People always tell you, no, you must take this streamline. No, I did not. I didn't know that I'm going to end up teaching smartphone things. All right. In fact, if you asked me last 2 years, 3 years ago, I would tell you that by this time of my life, I should be a dance instructor. I should own my dance studio somewhere and be training people on dance. That would have been what I'll tell you. All right. I knew, by the way, that I wasn't going to end up in a lab, but I didn't know that I would get into online business, digital business, YouTube, all these things that are happening right now, which I finally realized this is actually the life I'm supposed to be living because I have the experience of what smartphone addiction can do to you. All right. I'm not addicted to my smartphone right anymore. All right. I just use I have to come online because my business is online. If I turn off my phone, I can still live very well, but that wasn't the me. All right. It was just by, just by past experiences, learning, and also being attentive to the trajectory of my life. Being attentive, I listened to myself a lot. All right. I listened to this is where I am headed. All right. Well, by the power of the Holy Spirit. So this is where I'm headed. This is the path. This is the way that you should go. This is it. This is it. So just go. So I just follow suit. All right. So number one is I bumped into my purpose, my life purpose by mistake. Like I bumped into it. I didn't know that was it, and I just opened my mind. I was flexible to open up and say, "This is it." All right. And I had that inner convictions. All right. So the second thing is learning is good, all right? Like there was a year that I read over more than 30 books. I still read, like I formed over 50 books in my library. Okay, learning is good, but you can never compare what you learn from people, like what you learn from yourself. All right, like from what you learn from mistakes, from what you learn from experience. Like I told you, truth be told, the first book I wrote, I was 12 years, I was 10 years old when I wrote that book. My parents were not financially buoyant enough to publish it. Okay, I wrote other books that were never published. There are still some books that I have that I really wrote some good things. All right, they were never published. Okay, but still yet I've tried to base my life from my past experiences. My past experiences helps me to keep moving forward, helps me to keep going ahead, like I told you, I always bounce back. Micah 7 verse 8. I think I read that, I saw that scripture last year. All right, I always bounce back, so no matter what, always bouncing back. That's the second, and in fact this should be my life's principle. Always bounce back, always bounce back. But by the way, let me bring it back. I told you about the class that did not hold in 2019. That same event, I hosted it again last year. I got 194 participants, 198 participants again last year. Okay, so what if I had thrown in the towel? Okay, so thirdly, the most important, I should have said it the first, but the last is always the mightiest. Man, God has helped me. God has helped me. People don't believe in grace. I believe in grace. I believe in grace. Sometimes when we say it's by God's grace, my own is true. Truth be told, because if anybody had told me that teaching people how to use when my dad was asking me what I'm going to be doing with my life after you said, I told him I wasn't going to look for a job, that I am going to be an employer. He said, so what business are you going to start doing? I started trying to know how to, I didn't know how to explain it to him that I'm actually about to start teaching people how to use phone. Where he did not get it, all right? But at least when I paid the house rent, he understood that this guy is making money.
Yeah, yeah. There is
You know,
something.
and this guy
Yeah,
is making money. So that's the three things. Number one, be flexible. I was flexible on discovering my purpose. I wasn't
purpose. Yeah,
following what is written in books. It
yeah.
didn't come to me that way. All right. Number
Mm.
two, I always bounce back. And number
Bounce
three,
back.
God has helped me. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I've learned. I'll start practicing this thing you just said now. Okay. Again, I saw that what you are about to teach us tonight is actually a book you have written. $10.
Yes.
Wow. $10 daily income hack. How to make
Yes.
$10 from your smartphone.
Your voice, you're not audible. I can't hear you so well. I
Okay,
don't know.
can you hear me now?
The voice is still low.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, I think I can, but it's not as loud as it was, when you started.
What happened?
And
Okay,
I've actually raised my volume to the loudest.
okay. Okay, what I'm saying that I didn't know that this was a book you have written. I just saw it on your profile. I said, wow, thank you for doing this. So please, I'll like you to take the floor and tell us how we can actually make $10 using our phone. I would love to learn how to do this. So the floor is all yours.
All
Thank
right,
you.
awesome. Thank you. So I have to stress my ear to hear you. Okay, so now I'm going to go this way. Now, the book, like I told you, that everything I do, I always do by experience. I don't write book or train people or anything based on what I see people do or what I've learned from people or anything. It's always 80% to 90% based on what I've done. So this book was actually influenced from the way I made my first 1 million naira. Okay. So, and I did it with my smartphone. Now, the condition through which I made my first 7 figures was the type that I like to share so that people will know that you do not have any excuse. Now, I live this type of life that I don't pity anybody. And if provided you're within my age and you have a smartphone and you're on social media and you're living in the 21st century, you don't have any excuse to why you should be broke. That people are broke. Like I say this without apologies, that you are broke is because you want to be broke or because you just enjoy asking people to give you money. And man, I stopped giving money since I started having a list of people I pay salaries. I stopped giving money anyhow. When I was doing my internship, that money was coming, 120,000 naira every month. By that time, you call me, I'll send money. But when I got into business seriously, I don't give money just anyhow. All right.
Yeah.
So because I've come to realize that the first thing that you need to make money, to start making money, whether with your smartphone or anyhow, is first off believing that you can make money. Now, this is not a motivation. Like I said, this was me. All right. 2019 December 31st. I would go for this thing. I would go for crossover night. So that year, I said I wasn't going to go. I was going to sit down and plan 2020, and I was going to move, just plan 2020. I still have that somewhere, all right, where I wrote everything down. I wrote on my spiritual life, my personal life, my relationship. I wasn't even dating then. So I think I wrote somewhere that I was going to start dating. So, and then I also wrote about financial goals. I said I was going to make 1 million. I must see 1 million naira at the end of December 31st, 2020. I wrote it down. All right. So, number one is to write a goal down. The next thing to setting goals is to what? What are the things that I need to do to reach that goal? One of the greatest books I've read so far in my life, one of the greatest book of all the books I've read in my life is Brian Tracy's Goal. That book changed my life. Okay, of
Wow.
all the greatest book, look at it. Brian Tracy's Go. That was the greatest. That's the greatest book I've read in my life, because that book gave a very practical way of setting a goal and achieving the goal. And yes, I achieved. 2020 was the year that I set goals and broke the record. All right, because after setting the goal and writing it down that I'm going to see 1 million naira at the end of 2020, no matter how. All right. So I now ask myself, by then my business was already taking place. I was still all by myself. I was still doing the business alone. All right. But it was already taking shape. My influence was already growing. Like I told you, that John Obidis mentioned,
Yeah.
broke my record. All right. Just positioned me so well that so many people got to know me. All right. So I now started asking, and by then I'd already done 1, 2, 3 classes that was sold out. Okay. I now saw that what I had can make money. So the next thing I asked myself was, how am I going to start using what I know, what I can do to start making money off it? Now, the next thing I did was, Brian Tracy taught that as well. He said that, I think it's Lisa Nicole said that, if you're able to break a big goal into smaller goals, you will no longer dread it the way you'd have dreaded it as a big goal. All right. When I say I'm going to make 1 million naira, and as at then, out of all the classes, I think I had about 100 to 200K in my account. All right. So if I should say I'm going to make 1 million naira at the end of 2020, okay, as an account balance. So what it means, when you say as an account balance, so what it means that you should have made at least 3 million naira,
Yeah.
because of your expenses and all of that. So
Expensive.
to see 1 million naira as an account balance, you're going to make at least 3 million naira or 2 million. Okay. So let us assume 1 million was going to be used for expenses. And 2020 was also the first year I was going to be living all by myself, because I was going for youth service in 2020 last year. Okay. So I thought that after setting all those goals and asking myself, what am I going to do? I also said I'm going to release my first ebook, all right, on smartphone productivity. And I started thinking. I think a lot. That's another thing about me. I think a lot. I don't copy anybody. Anytime that somebody says I copied it from me, man, that person must sit down and prove, and he will prove that I copied whatever I do. I don't. So I said, what am I going to do? So I started asking people, you guys, I've been talking about applications that you can use for your smartphone productivity. What do you think if I do a collection? And people already were falling in love with what I do. Okay, so it was easy to make money. So they said, yes, it's good. So from there, long story short, I said, okay, I'm going to write ebooks. I'm going to host classes like this, like that, like this, like this, like that. I'm going to offer more service. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. My brother, after setting these goals, I didn't know that I was about to be put in a condition where I was not going to reach that financial goal. I went to serve in Ondo State, a village called Iruakoko. In that village, there is no network. Oh my God. And also, I was going to serve as a medical copper, definitely. So I was going to work in the lab of the village's, what is it called? General Hospital. So when I arrived there, I was already in my mind, it was already bubbling in my mind that this is what I've set to do. So at no point did that goal leave my mind. It was in my mind I'm going to make 7 figures. It did not leave. All right. So what I'm talking about is actually the financial mindset to being able to make money on a daily basis. That's what I'm talking about. I wrote these things down in this book. Okay. So, and then so when I realized that, man, this condition is, I'm not going to be able to make money. I said to myself, should I relocate? Should I, I don't know what to do, because the condition I was, no network, and I need the internet 247 if I'm ever going to achieve this goal. All right. So I just asked some people and they said, stay. I prayed about it. Everything was just telling me, you need to stay. These guys are nice people, based on other conditions and all. As I'm saying this, the pictures are flashing. It's like taking me back.
Yeah.
So that is why I'm taking time to talk, because it was unbelievable for me. All right, I couldn't believe it. Okay, so I finally found a way to start using my phone. So the compass there told me, okay, this is the spot where you can place your phone. You know how you keep your phone, assuming this is a wall, and then keep
Yeah.
your phone like this. If you tilt it this way, the network will leave. So I was keeping my phone. I had a mark in my hand because I was always keeping my hand there, and you can't move it. So I had this mark in my hand because of that thing. All right. So after the whole magic was done, so that you can be able to get network,
That's all.
I I launched in. I was creating content like a mad. These days, I'm not feeling like I've made it, but I've not beat it yet. Okay, but I was creating content like a mad person. I was just making sure that my relevance was intact. Okay, I was trying to sustain my relevance by creating content that would blow people's minds. Because I already noticed that things that I thought were common, it's not common to them. All right, so I was creating content upon content. Do this, do this. This is how to do this. This is how to do this. So by January, I launched App Library. In fact, before App Library was launched, over 50 persons had already pre-ordered it. Okay, so by the time it was launched, towards the middle of 2020, App Library alone was already giving me about 5 to 600K, just App Library alone. All right, and then like I said, I was going to start hosting more classes and hosting more classes. And by then, things were now easier for me because people have gotten to know me and a lot of stuff. All right. So I was now, creating courses and I was selling. Now, coming back to the breaking of goals, all right, I have to ask myself. Now, I want to show you the origin of $10, all right. I asked myself, how am I going to be able to make how much am I going to make on daily basis that is going to ensure that at the end of 2020, I will make 1 million naira. So I broke 1 million divided into two and got my biannual income goal, which is 500K. So I said, okay, now I'm going to focus on making 500K, no more 1 million. 1 million might be big, okay, but 500K is smaller. All right. Please, how much time do I have for this? Because I'm a storyteller. How much time do
Let
I
us
have? Please, I need to know
let
the
us
time so that.
let us make do with we have done almost 40 minutes. Let's make do with more, maybe more 20 or 30 minutes.
Okay, 30 minutes. I'm going to work with 30 minutes. All right,
Okay.
443, 743. All right. So I broke down the 1 million down to biannual goal, and then the biannual goal now gave me 500K. So I now had a smaller income goal to focus on 500K. I said, wait, I can't do this. It's still big. It still looks big because by then 500K was still big. All right. So it still looks big. So let's break it down even more. What about monthly income goal? All right. What I call MIG. So I broke it down and then I did that mathematics here. So I got for monthly income goal, that is by dividing 500,000 by 6, okay? Then I got 83,400 naira on a monthly basis. So I now focus my mind on every month, you just make 83,400 naira, okay? And then if you keep it up that way, you're going to make 1 million at the end of the year. So I still said, okay, let's break it down into weekly income goals, what I call WIG right now. So I divided 1 month into 4. So I now have 20,850 naira. I still said, no, this is still too much. Let's break it down to how much do I need to make on daily basis? And then I got 4,100 and what. And by then, a dollar was 400 and something. So that was how I said $10 daily income goal. All right. And then next thing, how am I going to ensure that I make money on daily basis? I said, okay, I need to create content on daily basis. I need to follow one person or the other. There are so many strategies that I set up to be able to make at least $10 on daily basis. And if I should show you the record, because I kept a record. It's very important that you keep your income record. So I kept my records, all right? So for every day, I will record it. And from when I held this class physically, I showed it that from January I told them this is January 1st, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I ensured that every day of 2020 that was making money. And guess what? At the end of 2020, I didn't end with 1 million naira. I ended with almost 2 million, almost 3 million, about 2 point something, about 2.6 or thereabouts, okay, income goal at the end of 2020. All right. And that was how I was confident to say you can make at least, when I say at least, now there were days, there was a day I made 100K a day. I made 100K. All right. Why I added at least is you can make at least.
At least.
Okay, the amount you're going to make on daily basis is only dependent on how much work you're ready to put in. Okay, how much work you're ready to put in. If your work can guarantee $10, fine. If your work can guarantee 100, fine. If your work can guarantee 200, fine. How much work? It's a direct proportionality. Okay, depending on the work you're putting in on making it, and also the assets that you have that can generate income. All right. I had courses selling, I had services I was rendering, I had ebooks that was selling. These three things were making me money. Now I did not touch my my alawi from NYSC was now serving as my daily my expenses for my upkeep. Okay, so now let's get into it. Now we've settled the financial mindset and breaking down your income, setting your goals and breaking it into daily income goals. All right, now let's get into what can you do to make money on daily basis. In this book I shared 10-10. All right, that is 10 for those that do not have a business, 10 for those that already have a business. So I'm going to just bring in 2 all right, because of time. Okay, so now assuming that you do not have a business, how can you make money on daily basis? I'm going to talk about 2 things. I'm going to talk about 2 things that anybody can make money with, even without having a business. Number 1 is called drop shipping. Okay, now what is drop shipping? Okay, what is drop shipping? These are things I did. Everything I have in this book, I've done it or I'm still doing it. Okay, so drop shipping is as simple as I have a VR box right here. Okay, I have a VR box right here. I know someone that sells a VR box, and I also know that people are most likely, because of metaverse and a whole lot of things about visual reality, people are going to be needing VRs, all right, VR boxes. So, and I do not have money to import VR boxes, because it's going to be very expensive to bring this in and start selling. But I know somebody that sells it. Now, drop shipping is simply serving as a middleman between a retailer and a consumer or the buyer of the product. Okay, this is as simple as going to one man that owns a boutique in your neighborhood and tells him, sir, I want to help you resell your products. Okay, how much do you sell? Can you give me a commission for selling all of those people that own stores? They don't make the type of sales that people online make. People to hear things like, I want to help you sell your business. So how much are you going to be paying me for everything I sell? They always say, yes, I'm paying you 10%, whatever percent. Okay. So if you go to that man that owns a boutique in your neighborhood and takes pictures, and after your agreement with him, of course, and takes pictures, maybe he could be selling it for 5,000. Trust me, if you come online, you can sell that thing for 8,000 or even 10,000 naira. You give him his 5,000 and he still gives you your commission from that 5,000. And at the end, you as a dropshipper is making more money. All right. If you want to go digital with it, it's simple. On Facebook, there are groups on Alaba Market Group and others groups of people, that market businesses, market groups and all of that. There's one I'm in on WhatsApp. They also groups on WhatsApp where they sell things. Okay, simply with your smartphone, send a message to someone, ask for images, or you don't even need to ask for images. Just as they are sending it, just pick the image and promote it on your own WhatsApp list. Promote it on Facebook. Okay, once someone gets interested in buying, because of them knowing you, they would easily release the money to you, and then you just pay for it, and then that person handles the sending the product, handles the delivery and everything. Your money is already in your hand, and everybody is happy. All right. So drop shipping is a business that never goes out of style. All right. There's also another way of doing drop shipping anyway. That's the sophisticated way, but I'm going to save that for people that really want to get into drop shipping big time. Then you need to learn about what is a Shopify, all right? Then if you come on Jumia, there are drop shippers on Jumia. Any product that you see cheap from abroad, cheap from overseas, all those are drop shipped items. So they only sell when you order that product. So they just, buy, they always buy from AliExpress. They buy from AliExpress for a cheaper amount and then gives to you and then saves the profit. Jumia allows drop shipping, okay? Shopify allows drop shipping. AliExpress allows drop shipping. Konga doesn't. Gigi allows drop shipping. Another one is Gigi. When you go to Gigi, you're most likely going to find items that are cheap. All right. So when you pick the images of those items and resell them simply and send the money to the seller does this thing. That one, you don't even need to stress yourself. Even if you're a student, you're an employee, all right, you're a career person, whatever, you can use drop shipping and start making daily income, at least $10 daily income. The next one I'm going to talk about is affiliate marketing, maybe because it's in vogue, right? But now, there's a way that people are following this affiliate marketing thing that we are kind of trying to lose what affiliate marketing really is, okay? Affiliate marketing is turning a lot of people into millionaires, all right? But then, affiliate marketing is not as ambiguous as it's looking. You don't have to pay one huge amount of money before you get started in affiliate marketing. Let's assume that Mr. Ugo sells a course for 5,000 naira. And you tell Mr. Ugo, is there a way I can refer my friends to come and take this course from you? And Mr. Ugo say, oh, fine, I'm going to pay you 10% of the course, 20%, 5%, whichever thing that you agree on. Is as if you don't need to pay anything to start affiliate marketing, all right? Once you have agreed with the course creator, all right, you simply need to what? Let me tell you how to make money from affiliate marketing. Testimonials. Ibukuna Wochika said something that I've never forgotten. He said that a referral is worth more than $10 million worth of advertising. An affiliate marketer can make more money than the course creator. This is the reason. Results, testimonial, all right? If I should take a course from Mr. Ugo, and then I come on Facebook and say, I took this course from Mr. Ugo on how to make $10 daily income. And I can't believe that from applying what I have learned, I've been making more than $10, $20 every single day. And these are the reasons, these are the proof of what I am saying. At least 3 persons is going to inbox you and ask you, how do I get that course from Mr. Ugo? Now, so many people do testimonials without getting anything from it. You don't just say, okay, this is Mr. Ugo's contact. You can call him. You don't just say that, okay? You rather meet Mr. Ugo and tell him, I want to refer people to come and take this course from you. How much am I getting from it? You're not being selfish. You're not being greedy. This is business. And every course creator, every person understands it. Okay, you can't just say, oh, thank you so much. It's good. All right. You're getting your cut from it. So you don't need to pay for whatever, you don't need to go all the way. However, before you start making money from affiliate marketing, okay, you don't need to. It's just as simple as saying, I just got something and it's really awesome. You might want to take it and then linking those people to the person involved, to the course creator. All right. That is how you start making money as soon as you're listening to this broadcast right now. Okay. Why affiliate marketing is to digital products, drop shipping is to physical, tangible products. All right. So that's for the people that do not have a business. There's so many more that I wrote down here. Now, the next one is, if you have a business, like I did have a business, okay, how are you going to start making $10 daily in your business, all right, with your smartphone? First off, there's something I call the secret art of never getting caught on fresh. I wrote it down. Never getting caught on fresh. Yes, I wrote it here. Okay. Now, what that means is this. Always be in the mood to make a sale. but don't always act salesy. Always be in the mood as a business owner to make a sell, but don't always act like you really want to sell.
Yeah.
Content marketing is simply you using valuable content to promote your expertise, to promote your efficiency in whatever thing you say you do. And then when people come asking for more, you simply tell them, well, I have a book called $10 Daily Income. You might want to get it to have much more details on what I've just talked about. Because you have created you've created content that that person read and applied, and it works. It is easier for that person to be convinced to buy your premium products.
Yeah.
The secret art of not getting caught on fresh is this. When someone sends a business owner a message, don't say, do you know that I have a book? No, 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 no. Relax, okay? Relax, have that conversation. How can I help you? Offer that help. Offer that help. If they come asking, okay, let me use this for instance. Someone wants to learn how to cook egusi soup, and then sends you a message because we've been talking about egusi. I say, hey, please, I want to learn how to make egusi soup. And you have a course on how to make egusi soup. You're not going to say, no, please, you must buy my book or buy this course. No, 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 no. That's what some people do, okay? Yeah. Rather, tell the person how to make egusi soup with vegetable leaf and sell how to make egusi soup with onubu leaf.
Yeah.
These are two things. It is still egusi soup, but you can make egusi with vegetable, all right? So, that's pumpkin. And you can also make egusi with even oha, with onubu, right? Bitter leaf, okay? Yes. So tell that person, start with, okay, these are the things that you need. Just mix this. And the person actually goes, makes the soup and tests it, and it sounds good. He or she is definitely going to come back to tell you, do you know that I did this and it was so awesome? Thank you so much. You can now say, well, that's not actually the only way to make egusi. Do you know that you can also make egusi with oha? You can also make egusi with bitter leaf. And say, wow, please, I want to learn. You say, well, I actually have a course I've created and detailed how to do it. That person will beg you to take your money. All right. So you need to stay ready to make a sale without acting like you want to sell. All right. You need to stay ready. Okay. Another thing is on the pricing of your product. Now, there's what is called sachetization. I heard that from one of the trainings. I think I've forgotten. I think it was one real estate conference, which concerns Fredrick and real estate. I heard one real estate conference where they talked about sachetization. And what they are trying to say about sachetization is the same thing that why Cowbell was making more sales than Peak Milk, that made Peak Milk to go and sachetize their product, because a common man can afford Cowbell milk and also can afford the thin one. All right. Now, when Peak Milk brought in sachetization, they have made it possible that if you're a big man, you can afford us. If you're a poor person, you can also afford us. All right. Yeah. Now, even though they have product worth 1 million naira, 10 million naira, 10,000 naira courses, 100,000 naira courses, please, there's nothing that should stop you from creating courses for 5,000, for 2,000 naira. All right. If someone sends me a message from this conversation, that person might not, well, that person might pay for a big cost. But let's assume that someone found an ad of me, all right? That is why 1,000 naira products being promoted on ad makes more money than 10 million naira or 10,000 naira products. Because you can't trust people. People can't just trust you with that huge amount of money. Just take, boom. No, they won't. But they can give away 2,000. They can give away 1,000 naira. All right. So you should have a product that costs 1,000 naira that people are going to use to try out what you're offering, and then it will be easier to convince them to buy a product worth 15,000 naira. I'm going to use a real experience. There's someone that bought a copy of Yes, somebody bought a copy of 100 things you can do with your smartphone. It's 1,000 naira. So I don't know, it's even an abroad number, okay? So the person sent me a message and said that she saw an ad about $100. I guess it's from YouTube or wherever the person found me. I've not met her before. So she got the book. Less than 1 week later, she came back and bought all the books I have in my store. She bought all. And then it cost her an extra 3,000 naira. Yes. Okay, she bought $10 daily, the ebook of $10 daily, and then app library. Okay, that's 3K. All right. So immediately she said, please send me your account number again. I want to buy these books. Okay. So she sent the money immediately. That's 3,000 naira. So at the end, she has spent 4,000 naira. Trust me, if I write any other book and price it for 5,000 naira, she's still going to buy. Now I'm going to give you a reason why it is possible for her to still buy, even if there's another book that worth 10,000 naira. She got value from that 1,000 naira product. There's a problem when I talk about this to business owners. They always make the mistake of trying to create a low income or low ticket product like it's a low ticket product. When you as a business owner create a low ticket product as if it's a high ticket product, you are going to be making that person that bought your low ticket product to start wondering, if I could get this so much value for this little amount, how much more will I get if I pay him more? I'm going to pay him more. If the book that lady read, if 100 things was worthless, was nonsense, there is no way that she will come back wanting more. She will never. Sometimes clients or potential customers are trying to, I want to have a test of what you're offering so that they will know if really you can offer more for more. That is why when you're buying apps, they will tell you, okay, I'm giving you free for 7 days, free for 21 days. So if you like it, then you can now buy. All right. I'm using the pro version of KineMaster. I pay 8,400 naira every year for KineMaster. Canva is about 20 something thousand naira. Why? I have tried the free version of this application and I like them. So I'm now wondering what more could be inside. What more could be inside if I could pay more? Okay. So when you use this mindset of writing low ticket products or creating low ticket courses as if it's a high ticket course, you are setting yourself up for a high ticket offers or high ticket sales. All right. So this, okay, I've actually mentioned 2 for business owners right now. Maybe I should just mention another one. All right. Now I talked about affiliate marketing for people that do not have a business. Now you too, as a business owner, you should have the affiliate marketing offer or program for your business. Why? You need to give the people that have bought your product an opportunity to earn back what they have bought. That is what you tell them. Hey, do you know you can earn back this amount that you've bought or you've spent on this product if you can just refer a friend of yours to come and make that offer. Okay, if you can refer a friend of yours to make that offer. So when you open up the affiliate marketing program of your product, of your business, people that are buying from you also know that they can also make money from you. All right. So if they have bought $10 daily income hack and you tell them, do you know that I can pay you 1,000 naira if you sell a copy of $10 daily income hack? So many people, there's a course that I hosted. Someone made about 40,000 naira from referring people to buy that course. 40K, all right, from referring people. So when you give people that opportunity, that was also the strategy I used when I was hosting smartphone productivity bootcamp last year. I told people, okay, you can bring a friend. Now the secret was you can pair and register. What that means is instead of you to pay 5,000 naira alone, you can ask somebody to register with you and both of you get to split 5,000 naira and pay. And people were mad. They were like, this is crazy. And immediately a lot of people started registering. And still yet I told them, okay, now you've registered, you can still make 1,000 naira if you refer someone to pay 5,000 naira and register. All right. And still so many people made money from that boot camp, just as I made money from it. Okay.
Yeah.
So these are actually strategies that you can use to what? Make $10 at least. That at least, emphasis on the at least, whether you have a business or you do not have a business. That should be all for me. So I'm going to now be open for questions.
Awesome,
I tried.
awesome.
So this is 6 minutes after 8. I started, you gave me 30 minutes by 43. That is 17 minutes to 8. So I've used 20 minutes.
Yeah, this is masterclass. This is masterclass. I hope you can hear me. You can still hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
I said this is a masterclass. This is a masterclass. You have really told us how to make money, at least $10 on a daily. And you started mentioning the things to do when you don't have a business, like drop shipping and affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is awesome. That you can just recommend things and get paid. That's just simply what it is. Recommend things to others and get paid. When we talk about affiliate marketing, people think it's something off the moon, because where you barb your hair, you can barb one hair come out. Somebody will say, who barbed this? Who did this? Who give you this haircut? You say it's this person, but we're not making any money from it. Well, what if you now say, if I bring any customer to you, you give me money? That's affiliate marketing. So that's it. And you mentioned about if you have a business already, like giving out value, not appearing sexy, giving out value in place. Because what people don't understand, most people will say that if you give out what you have free, what are you going to sell? And you have really addressed that. There's no way if you will give them how to cook a goosey with bitter leaf and sell how to cook a goosey with aura. That's just it. If you can even sell the same thing, because the people that you will give you the free things will not even come for you to buy the main thing. So you can even sell the free thing you're even offering. So it has been an amazing. And you talked a lot of things. Got on fresh. I have learned a lot tonight. So thank you so much. I don't know if any of us have questions to ask our smartphone consultant guru before he leaves. Do you have any question? Let me check. Okay. I don't know whether I have a question, but the question I want to ask is that, maybe you are online, you are selling, and you don't have any product, and you made mention of drop shipping and and affiliate marketing. So most of the problem we have here is if you don't have credibility, if people don't trust you, so how do you bridge that barrier? How do you go about it?
Please come again with the question. If you don't have what?
If you don't have credibility, people don't trust you.
People don't
trust you.
All right. Yes. Credibility.
Yeah.
So is it in the case of when you do not have a business?
No, when you are selling physical products, yes. When
you're selling a digital product and you do not have credibility, so how do you get people to trust you to buy, right? Yeah. Okay, now digital business, is not the same thing as a physical business. In fact, if you're starting a physical business, it's easier for you to start making sales quicker, all right, than digital business, okay? And I'll tell you why. Physical business is seeing you. They need to come to your shop. You're not running away. So if anything happens, they know where to come and catch you. Okay. So, but in digital business, you can elope. Okay. You can disappear. So that is why it's not always the same. Now, there is what is called the stages, all right, of growing a digital business. Okay. And that is what I call KLTBR stages. Okay. Now, the normal one they say is KLT, know, like, and trust. But I added B and R, and I'll tell you why. Now, K means know. People need to get to know you. People need to get to know you. The reason why it will not be easy for someone who showed up today and started started creating courses and wanting people to buy to make sales is because people don't know you. Okay, people don't know you. Now, from my own method of this was also the same stages I passed through. Okay, I did not start creating because when I got serious on social media, I started afresh. I closed down the Facebook account I was using in 2017. I started a fresh one. So this one was actually the fresh one I started in 2017, late 2017. So, and then within that period, within 2017 and 2018, there was a book that I wrote, a book I really want to sell. Like, maybe I'll bring back that book again to the limelight, okay? And try to say, because I really wrote a lot of things in that book that people need to read, all right? So I wrote that book. The book was called Goals. I can't even remember, but I was trying to compare life with the game of football, all right? So that was what I wrote in that book, okay? So I wrote that book, and nobody, okay, let me not say nobody, I think less than 10 persons got a copy of that book, okay? Because I was not known. And then I was also surrounded by my family members. Family and friends will never buy from you online. I was surrounded by family members, classmates have known you. So there were just a few persons that, so that book didn't sell. Okay, it didn't sell. So I did like what I'm saying now. Nobody taught me this. All right. So I said, wait a minute, since the reactions on my posts are not getting, the kind of audience that I need to start selling. Okay. Yeah. It's better for me to leverage groups that has people, attentive audience, that has people that are interested in this, that are hungry for this type of knowledge that I have, or hungry for this type of a thing that I have. You don't actually go into that group and start selling things. In fact, those groups don't even allow you to make any sale, all right? But they will allow you to write content. Content marketing is what you use to raise your K level, your know level, all right? Once people get to start knowing you, now there's a way to build your audience from that way, organically, all right? Oh, let me also add that from 2019 to 2020, I've been making money organically. I don't run ads. It's from 2021, that I've run ads sparingly. But most of the money I make on daily basis is organic. It's because I've come to be known, smartphone business consultant. It's been organic, and I've been growing my brand organically. And I have a reason why. Okay, it's not like running ads is bad. I'm going to run ads, massive ads. In fact, I had to hire someone to take up the growth and marketing lead in my company because we want to run massive ads in 2022. All right, but I've been intentionally growing a brand of people that can vouch for me, people that can knock their head in the wall and say, Fredrick is the one, he's good, he's this, he's that. All right, and it's been working for me, okay, so well. All right, because I leveraged on groups. I leveraged on people's groups. When I come on any group, first I start creating content that people would want to read. Content, number one, a solution-based content, practical-oriented content, content that people will read and try it as they are reading it and see results. Okay. Yeah. So I was trying to work for people to get to know me intentionally, all right? For people to get to know me with these contents, all right? Content is the thing. Content is the thing. Why you're not going to make sell as a digital business owner is because you have been trying to sell things without actually proving to people that, man, I know my onions, and my onions can never run dry, even if I had to pour off content on daily basis. People come to my YouTube channel and tell me, Fredrick, what are you thinking? I've seen people using my YouTube channel to create master classes. I've seen it. People have sent things to me. I said, this is your course. This is something you're posting on YouTube. Somebody is carrying it and selling. I do these things intentionally, all right? And people are getting to know me. Once people get to know you because of the valuable content that you're putting out there on groups with massive audience, they will start liking you. It is important for people to like you on the internet, because one scandal that you're going to have on the internet and nobody likes you enough to say, no, he can't do this, he can't, it's not true. All right, by God's grace, I've not had such. He can't do this, you know, that people don't like you that much to come and defend you. Omo, you're doomed. Just one person coming to say that you're a scammer, you're gone. You're gone. Okay. So once people get to like you, they will start trusting you. It is at that trust point that people get to buy from you. And then when people buy from you, tries out what they've bought from you, and then they get massive results, they get to start referring people to you. That was the level that Ibuku and Wochika said. You need to, she said, while you're still small and cute in business, that is when you need to be humble enough to respond to messages. You know, talk to people, communicate with people, so that they can refer people to you. Let me get you to understand something about referrals. Why I also don't joke with referral. Once I get something like, this person referred me to you, I send a message to that referral and then I say, thank you so much. In fact, I sometimes reward them. Okay. Now, when someone refers somebody to you, the person that is being trusted, the integrity at stake there is not your integrity, but the integrity of the referrer. Okay? His integrity, that person is putting his integrity or her integrity at stake by saying, go to Fredrick, he's good, he can do it. And I don't joke with such type of client. I treat them like egg because I know somebody's integrity is at stake. Okay, so these are the levels you need to first off, and it's all what starts with creating massive, huge, helpful, valuable, phenomenal content that can get people to know you enough to like you enough to trust you enough to buy from you, and unconsciously, subconsciously, and consciously refer people to you. These things may take time, and that is the sacrifice you need to pay if you're going to build something strong, a foundation, all right, on the internet that will make you money forever. Yes.
Oh, thank you so much, Fredrick. You have done so well. This, like I said, is a masterclass. I'm going to be, going through this video again to, to be able to download some of the things you have said tonight. Thank you so much for coming through. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's not a question, so let me release you to go and rest. I know you're a very busy man. Thank you for doing this for us. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you. See you on the other side. Whoa. This is massive. This is massive value. Fredrick has been here giving us value on. This is actually his book, $10 Income Hack, Daily Income Hack. This is a book he has written and he's selling. And I want to appreciate him for doing this for us. Please, you must even get this book to read. Get this book. And this video, we need to reward this video to get everything he has said tonight. This is masterclass. This is huge. He has given a lot for us free tonight. This is what people pay for. This is what people pay for, huge money, but he has given it to us for free. Thank you so much, Fredrick. I want to appreciate everyone that joined this live video tonight. I really appreciate every one of you. Favor Koro Kennedy, thank you for joining live. Solomon Keke, thank you for joining. Noni Obu, thank you for joining. Janet Thompson, thank you so much for joining. And the hell of you that joined that did not comment. I cannot even see your name, but thank you all for joining and making it tonight videos. Tomorrow we'll be continuing. Then on Thursday, we are having another wonderful guest from the United States of America. His name is Kevin Jerome Brown. He'll be coming here to tell us how we can align our identity and purpose. So you don't want to miss it on Thursday, being the 2nd of December. So let's stay tuned. And also, if you have not joined my online community, Thrive Africa, please do well to join the community, because that's where we are going to be having the session on Thursday. to be happening on the community. So do well to join this this community, Thrive Africa community. This is the link you will use to join the community, because the next session we'll be having will be happening there live. So thank you everyone that joined this broadcast. Thank you so much. I really appreciate every one of you. Thank you and have a wonderful night rest. See ya. Bye-bye.